Ladies and gentlemen, the time is now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see from the title, we're going to be talking about what it's actually like as a streamer today. Hopefully I did the audio levels right here. I might not have though. We're going to bring it down a little bit. I just felt like that was the mood. But we're talking about what it's actually like as a streamer. I'm going to tell you guys my experience from starting content in 2017. Hopefully I can give you guys some tidbits and you might be like, why the heck would I listen to this guy? I'm not trying to give you advice, okay? Understand that. I'm not trying to talk at you. I'm not trying to preach towards you. But I am somebody who is going through the journey myself. And if you want to start, or if you are starting, or if you're in the journey, I think it's good to hear from others to maybe be able to try to learn from them. And that's all I hope to do today, is maybe you can see a lot of things that I've done wrong and not do them. That's it. So that's all that is. I'm also just going to kind of update you guys about what's going to be happening. So first I'm going to talk about I'm going to go on a trip to Japan in a second, so I'm just going to give the rundown of all that, all my plans today, everything, and then we'll get straight into that, okay? So that is the plan today, and hopefully you're having a good day. All right, so let's get off that. I think that was really intense. It says my bitrate is horrible. I don't got bitrate for Nikes. All right. So first, we'll just do the update, okay? First, we'll do the update. Stay to the end if you want to see it, or you can just skip ahead. I think that's okay for the light. And then maybe a little brighter. Is that better, guys? Maybe it is. Maybe that's a little better. All right. But anyways, either way, let's start going. Okay. Today was kind of a long day, guys. I am not a conflict person. I feel like I'm honestly really bad at conflict. I feel like I'm really bad with my words. Something I'm learning on, something I'm trying to get better at is expressing myself better, because I do want to be an effective leader. I want to be a leader just in general. And part of being a leader is learning how to do conflict resolution and deal with conflict. And I'm still not good at that, but that's something I'm still learning how to handle. It's a lot of emotions, it's a lot of feelings, and it's kind of a hard thing to navigate. So that was today, and I honestly didn't feel like streaming, but that's why I was like, I need to stream, because I wanted to push myself to stream today, to actually push myself and do that. So yeah, today was long, worked, had a lot of personal things, and then now we're on. What's on the agenda? What's up, Philip? Today I'm just kind of doing a little rundown of life. I hope the balance is good. But I was honestly just gonna do, basically, this is my last stream before I go to Japan, and that's the next big thing. I'm going to Japan with Better Loco over here, Philip, and we are gonna be in Japan for 12 days. I'm gonna try to vlog the whole thing. I think he's going to too, and hopefully we'll be able to go to yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get those vlogs out pretty decently on time. And then I think it would even be fun, maybe we could do a watch party stream, look at everyone's vlogs, and I can tell you guys more about the insiders of the vlogs, or at least mine. Obviously I'd have to get permission from these guys on their vlogs, but I'll definitely tell you guys to check them out, give you guys some links. So yeah, that's gonna be the big thing. Whoa, Japan, what the hell? Japan got some baddies. Yeah, Philip's gonna try to find a lady over there. I don't think actually, but that would be funny. But yeah, me, my girlfriend, we have a huge group going, which is gonna be super fun. We're all going to Japan. I'm gonna try to vlog the whole thing. I'm climbing Mount Fuji. I've been trying to get in shape. I've really been trying to dial in lately, so hopefully I can do this Mount Fuji thing. I think that'll be super fun. Yo, what's up, Mika? Whoa, you have a girlfriend? I do. I love her very much, and she's the prettiest girl in the world. I love her. But that's kind of the plan, is that's all that. And then the other thing I was going to talk about is just, I realize I've made like TikToks about this, but I haven't actually talked about it on stream. So I just wanted to go over kind of my content creation journey and just talk about that really quick. It's honestly going to be probably a very quick stream, maybe like 30 minutes, unless, I mean, if you guys have an idea for stream, I'm down to do a stream. But honestly, the way today went, I think I'm just going to grind offline with my boys. Unless maybe we do peak or something, but we'll see. But that's kind of my only plan. But you know what I've been watching though? I've been watching Maya and Adapt and like them talking about animals, because I like animals, but it's been so fun to like essentially learn about animals through them, because he just talks like, you know, he's always talking in COD terms. So it'll be like, oh shit, like bro just fucking got sniped or something. I don't know. It's really fun though. But yeah, testicular torsion happened today. That is indeed what happened. Whoa. Okay, that's fine. We'll just do this. This is easier. So I just want to show this first to open the conversation. So this was a stream, you know, clickbait. But here, let's give it up, bro. This person said, damn bro, making videos since 2017, not much progression. I see why. Now I'm highlighting that. I don't think you should focus on bad comments. Why am I talking about this bad comment, right? Why am I even bringing it to light? That doesn't make any sense. Maximus, what are you doing? Hold on. Let me get some, no. Let's do like this maybe for my background. Why talk about the bad comments? Well, because I want to tell you guys the reality of trying to do this streaming thing. It is a lot of, at least in my experience, that's all I can say as a small streamer, is it's honestly for me been mostly haters. Recently I've been getting more support, which has been awesome, but I think that's just because I'm finally making honestly better content. And that's the reality that I think a lot of people don't understand, is you're going to be on a journey. So while you're making content, I think there's many people, like, honestly, most of my friends are really good at content just naturally. Same with my girlfriend. But if you're someone like me, I was just dog shit at content, and I still am like pretty bad at content. I think just naturally, there's a lot of things that just don't make sense. So the journey's taking me longer. So I think what I'm trying to say is don't compare your journey to someone else's. And if you're making bad stuff and people are constantly saying all these bad things, just don't let it get to you and realize, okay, yeah, maybe that was a bad video, or maybe they're just being an asshole for some reason. Either way, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. If there's something to take from it, there's something to take from it. Like that person said, I haven't improved since 2017. That's not true. I know that I have. You can go watch my stuff. In 2017, I would hit stream and then I would just start playing the game. I'd forget that I was even streaming. Now I'm like talking to the camera. I actually think about the things that I'm going to stream. I'm way better than I was in 2017, and I'm proud of myself. So that's the first thing. As a small content creator, wherever you're at, just realize you have to lean on yourself a lot. And I think it's actually a really good journey for anyone to go through, because you have to learn to push through when there's adversity and a lot of people who aren't going to believe in you. A lot of people aren't going to understand. A lot of people are going to be like, oh, like, it's never going to work. Maybe it won't. Who knows? But I'm going to definitely try my best. And that's, I think, all you can do. So that's the first thing I wanted to talk about with content creation, is there's going to be a lot of haters. And it's maybe not going to, at least for me, there was a lot of haters. And sometimes it didn't even make sense, because it was like kicking a dead person who's already on the ground. Like, I'd have like no views, and then the one comment would be like, this shit's ass or something. I'd be like, dang. But sometimes you also have to, I mean, it's really hard to do this, but sometimes you have to be like, dang, maybe that shit was ass. I don't think everything that somebody has said a mean thing to is bad, but I think sometimes people are valid, and I've just released something that was bad, and I own that. And then because the only way you can get better is to be very brutally honest with yourself. So that's the other skill that I think as a streamer, I think you should try to learn. It's just being really brutally honest. And even though it is like your work, and I'm sure you're proud of it, I am, and I definitely put my emotions into it sometimes. I try to detach myself to allow myself to go, oh, hey, if it's bad, it's fucking bad, man. Like, if you release a song, if you release anything to the world, you're allowing other people to give their opinion. And if they think it's bad, then maybe it was just bad. And if you really think it's good, then their opinion shouldn't matter anyways. That's what I really believe, and that's what I try to live out. Obviously, I'm not perfect, but that's something that's been helping me. Big milestone that I might hit soon is I've been doing YouTube technically since 2017, but I have been posting on TikTok since 2020 technically. And I'm finally almost at 1,000 followers, which is awesome. And I think the other big thing, which I'll talk about with the 1,000 followers, because you might be like, why is it taking so long? The other thing I can say as a small content creator is I think I've finally found peace, that I believe I'm where God wants me to be. I think my content is good enough finally for 1,000 followers. I think I'm going slow, sure, but I'm learning the whole time, and I think like there's no point, like let's say I just got a 10K tomorrow. I wouldn't magically just be able to get millions of views every time, right? Like you have to have good content for people to watch it. And so I think my new mindset is I'm right where I need to be. Like you are where you are. Road to 10K about to be crazy. I agree. Let's go. Yeah, 1K. Only opinion that matters is AOT over One Piece. Yeah, that's not true. You're vlogging in Japan. I am gonna vlog. I am gonna vlog in Japan. I have another vlog that I haven't edited. I've been really bad about editing because work and everything, you know, the millions of excuses, but hey, we just keep trying. With my phone, and then my dad for my birthday actually gave me his old, but it's still technically a gift. He gave me his old Insta360, like I think it's the 4. So I'm gonna try to use that too for like certain parts. Because I think we're gonna do not scuba dive, but like snorkeling. So yeah, no, those are super cool cameras. But yeah. Oh, the other thing I was gonna show you guys is my Twitch revenue and stuff. I don't know if that's legal. I don't know. But I don't really care either because
Say chat to she Elden Ring.
Oh, wait, hold on.
So apparently this weapon's just like really good.
Let's ideally not leak anything crazy, but whatever. All right, so here's the overview of the last 30 days. I don't really know how to Okay, well, so let's go to the beginning of this year. So I had a follow. Nothing much happened, I guess, from February to March. Yeah, because I was in school. So then I started to stream again. I made $11-ish, 6 average viewers, 8 follows, 4 subscriptions. That's awesome. Dang. Heck yeah. Then in April to May, I didn't stream as much, and so I had less viewers, 2 followers, 1 subscription. Here didn't stream as much from May to June. I was really just trying to find a job. Honestly, I was not streaming as much, and that's fine. 1 average viewer, barely any money. Then 2 average viewers, 5 followers, 2 subscriptions. And then this month. This is my biggest month. And look, it's because I've also just been more consistent. That's the other thing I was going to say. Consistency matters for you to be able to get better, but you also have to try to make each thing better and also try to make a community. Like I'm trying to, for one of my passions is I like One Piece, and I've come across some people that also like One Piece. So I'm trying to build that community and foster it. Like I'm trying to be better at like actually posting my Discord all the time, actually communicating to make it worth it for the people that are trying to support you. Basically make it easier for people who want to support you, make it easy for them to be able to support you. Like, because sometimes people want to support you, I've realized, but they just don't know how. And then I'll be like, oh, I didn't realize you wanted to support. And they'll be like, yeah, but I don't even know how can I help? So That's another big thing. I don't even look at most of this stuff, to be honest. What? Earnings? Okay. So okay. So like gifted subs. I don't do this at this point for the money. I don't make any money off this. I got paid out I think one time. Yeah. I gotta show you guys. I don't even care. Wait, does this fucking show any information? I hope to God not, but basically I got paid out once and I don't really make any money from that. I don't make any money from YouTube or anything, and I wouldn't count on it. You're not gonna make it, I don't think. Because I mean, if you want to do this job because you want money, that's fine. People do all kinds of jobs for money. But I think with any job you'll struggle, obviously. And honestly, I would also say don't listen to certain influencers because they're not going to give you the right advice. If you just want money, there's a lot of ways you can just maximize things. But if you're doing it for passion, then I'd say try to just always reroute your brain to that, and I think that will help. Because every time I go back to, oh yeah, I'm doing this because I want to, even though sometimes I get in my head, it gets hard or whatever. I remember, oh, I'm doing this because I wanted to. Like I have a passion for creating, and I like trying to like do fun things. I want to honestly do kind of what Ludwig's doing. I want to create cool events. I have like, I think, at least in my opinion, cool ideas that I want to do. But right now I'm in the learning process of how do I make these ideas presentable towards an audience? And that's kind of the big thing. What are you going to buy with the 18 bucks? I'm going to fucking, bro, $18 doesn't do me anything in America these days. But it's not for the money. I'm super grateful. Like, and I don't want to sound ungrateful for any of the money that people have sent me. I'm super grateful. And honestly, it's always made my day. Every time somebody subs, makes my day. Anytime anyone, like, I get money, like, that genuinely makes my day and makes me happy. But I don't get happy because of the money, if that makes sense. Because I'm not counting on it to be like, oh, you gave me money and I'm counting on this to, like, pay for things. To me, sending money says that you just support me or you like what I'm doing, and that is the big thing to me. And I'm like, thank you. Like, that's the biggest compliment I could get, is that you enjoy my stuff as a creator. So I feel like that's a good summary of what streaming is like. I can also actually really quickly probably go through my YouTubes too, just to show you guys kind of the inside of what it's like. Because I figure maybe you guys want to see that. So here's my vlog channel, which was my original channel. 27 subscribers right now. And hey, maybe, you know what? Maybe I'll do this in a year and we could see where we're at as a community and like if my stuff's gotten better. So somebody clip this and stuff. I don't know what happened here. Partially blocked. That's sick. Okay. But I think there's a better way to look at stuff. Hold on. Yeah, this. So it got 500 views in the last 28 days. Those were all basically this video because the I quit kind of like clickbait, and that's something I've been experimenting with as a small like content creator, is clickbait, because I see Ludwig do it all the time, and I feel like there's a right way to do it, of like you're still being honest, but you do have to, I've realized, because I was always very much against like that kind of stuff. I realized I don't want to like bait people, but you do have to basically get someone to just want to watch the video in the first place, and then hopefully your content is good enough that they will just continue to watch the video. And so I'm trying to emulate that, and that's what I've been trying to like emulate. As you can see, like We Gotta Talk, I Quit, big announcement. Those are all kind of just examples of what that is. This is one of my first videos, 2018, way back when. But yeah, so this got 500 views. They watched, I guess, about a minute of it. That's pretty good. for a long stream, especially because like I'm a small streamer. I wouldn't expect them to watch like any of it. So I'll take it. We got 2 subscribers and then decent watch time. This is what it looks like as a small streamer. This is the reality. I'm not making any money, not counting to make any money anytime soon, even though I've been doing it for a while here. This is my main. So here we have 43 subscribers. Hey, let's go. That number has gone up already. And then we're gonna go to analytics. So we've actually gotten less views because these I actually have to make, and they've been taking me longer. So that's on me. I've been lagging, but I think our retention. Oh, it's actually not better. It is a little bit better. This video took me like probably 40-ish hours, and it got 136 views. So less than even the stream technically, but people watched it a little bit longer on average, which I'll totally take. But this is the reality of being a small content creator. Like, spend 40 hours doing this, or I could just turn on stream and get views. But I want to keep making videos like this. And the truth is, I genuinely believe this with all my fucking pussy. I believe that if you make a good video, it will get views and it will get interaction. And you might be like, well, I made this like really, really good video and like no one was watching it or whatever, right? Hold on. Low-key, this one might be copyright, so let me change it. Okay. But what I was saying, and I think I'm going to finish up here. We're on 21 minutes, but to finish, I was trying to say that, fuck, what was I saying? God, fuck, I lost my train of thought. Oh, man. Here's the ADHD, man. You guys should see how many tabs I have open. I think you'd have an aneurysm if you saw this. It's actually insane what I'm looking at. And I'm too shy to show you guys, but there's a reason that I always have no bitrate. It's something I need to work on. It's genuinely a struggle. My brain is so bad at, like, I'm like, oh, I need all the tabs. I need the tabs. But back to the content. Oh, that's what I was saying. I believe if you make a good video, if I make a good video, it will get the reactions, it will get the viewership it deserves. And what I mean by that is not that it's going to blow up and get 100,000. What I mean is I believe that if I make a good video, that then the people who do watch it, because people will always, for the most part, click on your video if you've made like a good title and thumbnail. And so from there, if you've done your job, made a good title and thumbnail, people are clicking on it, then if your video is good enough, they will watch the whole video through. Then YouTube is going to be like, oh, it's a good video. It's going to send it to more people. The algorithm isn't as complicated as everyone lies and tries to make you think. If people watch your fucking video, it's going to be like, oh, well, 2 + 2, that shit's probably good. Let me show it to somebody else. And then they're hopefully going to click on it because hopefully you did your job and made a good title and thumbnail. That's all it is, man. Trust me. And I believe it will reach enough people. Like, let's say I really put on a ton of time in and it's like a really banger video. I'm like genuinely proud of it. And I'm like, this video deserves 1 million views. Like, I could see it getting 1 million views. To me, I'm almost 100% confident it could get like 1,000 views. But of those 1,000 people, a lot of them will engage with it and like it or comment, be like, hey, this is a really good video. It's underrated. I've seen videos like that. And then that creator will keep producing quality stuff. And then one day they'll just have that really good one that pops off. And then boom, enough people see that one video and they're like, I'm going to check out the rest of their content. And it's all good. So that's, to me, the secret is, you want to just keep making good content. Don't worry about like one blowing up. If anything, you don't want something blowing up sooner from what I've seen. I'm kind of glad I haven't blown up in certain ways, because if you blow up, all it does is everyone's going to look at your content. And if it's just fucking ass, they're going to look at the rest of it and be like, this shit's horrible. Like, I don't I don't care for any of this. Like the rest of this is dog shit compared to this one video. They might still sub just because maybe that video is good enough. But think about yourself. Would you sub to someone if like they have one really banger video and then the rest of it is like, you're like, damn, okay, the rest of this is like not too good or stuff I'm not interested in. You might be like, okay, maybe I'll click on something of theirs in the future if I'm really interested, but I'm not sure. It's all about trustworthiness. So just keep getting better by little. And I think eventually you'll start to have, well, that's my goal at least. I'll start to have quality videos, enough quality videos on my page that if someone were to look at my page, they'll go, hey, you know what? This guy's new, but he has a bunch of pretty decent put together videos. I'll check out his stuff. Right? Or, for example, my streams. I'm right now, I have Mika and Philip in my stream. And I think that's it. So my two friends. And I love you guys. Thank you for being in the stream. But I'm talking as if I have 1,000 people. If I have 10,000 people. So imagine you already have the viewership. Imagine you already are that content creator that you want to be. And just try to keep getting to that quality that you need if you were actually that content creator. That's the way I've started to think about it. And I think it helps me so much of just imagine you're already there. If you were already there and you're acting how you are now, you probably wouldn't be there because no one would watch your shit because it would be fucking ass. So now I just pretend, oh, I have 10,000 fucking people that actually care. That's why then I'll post in my Discord. That's why I'll go through all this effort that I can to make quality stuff. That's why I'm trying to always level up. I got this new mic. So you have to be a little delusional, I think. That's what I'm learning. And I don't know, maybe in a year, somebody can clip this shit and be like, you're fucking wrong. Look at you. You have no followers or something. And maybe I like lost followers and I'm ass or I'm dead. I mean, then I wouldn't be able to grow my following. That would suck. But either way, I just pray to God because I feel like he's kind of well, not kind of, he is the guide of my life. And I don't really understand this dream. And I honestly usually ask like, what the heck, man? I don't think I'm good at talking or any of this, but if this is the right thing, then help me, you know? Let this be fruitful. That's what I pray. That's my thing. I'm big on God. But yeah, so I don't know. I think that's everything that I can say as a small streamer. Hopefully that helps maybe one person. Maybe it helps Mika or Philip. I don't know. Maybe I'm just fucking yapping. Maybe it's a yap session. Or maybe there's a cool clip from it. Who knows? If you're watching on YouTube, thank you if you've watched this much. Genuinely. And if you have watched the whole stream and you're on YouTube, you're probably the only person to ever do that. So thank you. But yeah. I guess this is kind of more digestible. It's 28 minutes. But let me know if there's any other questions though, because I want to be I think if I've learned anything, we are all mosaics of the people that we have been around throughout our lives. And so part of becoming you and like learning who you are and like who I am in this streamer space is taking from inspiration from people that I like and emulating things that I like that they do. I like that Ludwig, and I've seen other creators do this, when they're like very transparent about stuff and transparent about the journey and all that kind of stuff. And like, will answer questions. I know I'm small and so maybe you have no questions, maybe you don't care. But this is a part of the journey that I feel like people don't talk about a lot. So I figure I'll start now and then I can always in the future just refer people back to this and be like, I was doing this shit when I had no viewers. And I had 3 viewers when I had 6 viewers, 7, and then like so on. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions, and then I'm just gonna always try to keep being better and try to be transparent with you guys and show you guys the behind the scenes, because I feel like that's honestly very helpful towards other people that want to do this, because you can. And that's the last thing I'll say is the best piece of it, or the best thing that I've learned from Ludwig, which I will pass on, not my advice, but is the yoink and twist of it's sometimes hard to think of your own things and like just you're probably gonna have a very hard time if you're like, I need to just completely be unique. No one's completely unique. You are, but you aren't. Like, you're just gonna have quirks and things that you do that are emulated maybe from other people. That's how we are. That we are the mosaic of other people. But the way that you can be original with your ideas is, he calls it the yoink and twist. So think of streamers and YouTube videos that you like, and then go, why do I like it? What makes it so good? And then go, what could I do differently? My newest stream, or the latest stream that I just did with my friends, all it was is I was like, what could I add to Marvel Rivals that would just add like a fun spin? And we did a literal spin, because we spun a wheel and we had a random agent every time that we played. And it was really fun. And we had to like have a bunch of bad games where we were getting shit on because we had agents we didn't know, but then we had some good games. So that just added another element. So then it's not like, oh, okay, there's this random guy named Skivita playing Marvel Rivals just like 10,000 other fucking people. So it's like another thing. So just do those little things, level up. You guys got this, and peace. I will see you guys later. Thanks for coming in.